Our very first deal is a first-timer, and I'm proud to bring up Pedro. Pedro, come on up and tell everybody about your deal.
Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Good? My name is Pedro Vega, and I've been a CFRI member for a little over 3 months. I'm sorry? Well, it's been a long road. Basically, I went to Robert Kiyosaki class, and then I met this young lady. I forgot her name.
Marlene Green.
Yes,
right?
Marlene Green. She passed out a CFRI book, and I said, wow, look, investor group, this is exactly what they say to go to. I came here in the first month. I won Hunter Pascal. Thank you, Hunter, for that yearly. Exactly, right? So I've been very happy. Well, what I've been doing here, I'm sorry I didn't have any pictures. I haven't been able to get home today. Just rain, and I even had to buy a new shirt just to get back up here. Well, what it did is basically I found my first deal through Zillow. It was basically a 2-1 home, 211, and basically almost downtown Kissimmee. I do have a picture on my cell phone. Would that work? If you want to see a little bit of it, or no? The projector.
I don't know how they would see it. I don't think they could see
No,
it.
I
don't think it'll present on there. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry I didn't bring any pictures, but it was. It's
John, you can try. I don't know if it's going to work. Okay. Yeah, it's not going to work.
Maybe I'll get a picture just so everybody can take a look at it. It was a 211. It's an all concrete block home. Basically, even the inside walls were concrete, so it's a very tough home. I had a 1-car garage, not attached, unattached. Found it through Zillow, and as I say, when you start, I was basically starting to the wholesale, and a lot of books and everything. I said, well, I got to take action, so I did. I go in up to Zillow, and I called the guy, say, hey, place still up for put an offer in, and he said, yes, the bank just dropped the price $8,000. So I said, well, okay. So I went to look at the place next day, and it was dropped down. It was originally $42,000, and went down to $35,000, and I put an offer in of $33,500. And
technology, it works. Look at that.
Nice.
That might be a new way to do it then, huh?
Probably anyway, but
thanks, John.
It's a nice little.
Yeah, we'll send T-Mobile a bill.
Well, it's a nice little 2-1 with a detached garage. It was a good find. Basically, it's not what I would call flip and fix, because there's not much basically equity in the place. But for renting, yes, because the location is basically about 5 blocks from City Hall. It's basically 1 block from Orange Avenue, Orange Blossom, and 192. So I thought opportunity. Well, somebody will rent this up and fix it up. We'll definitely have long-term rent on this. So what happened is I got it on the contract, and actually a couple of months here, I got the email here when I was at the meeting that we got the offer accepted. So I was like, whoa, now I got to sell this thing. So what happened, I put out an email as well to everybody scars that I knew of everybody, and kind of was nervous because I had to get, send a check and everything for deposit, for escrow. But, well, I did everything I could. Oh, I know it's shut off, so. You need that. Well, to make a long story short, I ended up wholesaling this deal to another new CFRI member, Juan Vaquero, who couldn't be here with us tonight. We went to look at this place, and he liked it. He said, let's go do it. So basically, he's like, well, give me $1,500 deposit or something to make sure you're going to get the place. And we did. So we wanted to go ahead and get that under contract, and he wanted a place. It was his first rehab as well, so he's finishing up right now. The house needed basically new flooring, new kitchen, paint, bathroom. I estimated about $10,000 to $12,000 to rehab it, and basically he's running about 15, so it's right about the money. Not bad for my first, I've never done a rehab myself, so I thought them weren't too bad, but he's fixing it up. He's gonna rent it Section 8 right now for about $850 a month. It's a great place. I mean, it's a nice neighborhood. It's growing up.
How much time did this deal take you, Pedro? Did you go through that yet?
No, through Zillow and through looking at it and through getting the contract, probably 5 hours.
5 hours.
I got the, well, I was, as well as, I put in an LLC, so basically I sold him the LLC for $3,000. And then after closing, of course, we had to pay some extra commission.
Repeat what was it about the LLC?
No, I just basically, I got it on the LLC because, of course, you can't, you can't assign REOs. So I sold the LLC to Juan, and Juan bought it from me for $3,000. So basically, the house was at what, 33? I got it 36.5, which is not too bad.
You ran into a few complications regarding the LLC, I think.
No, I just didn't know how to assign it, so I just basically called the state agents and I want to sell this thing. So, and then we just amended it. Everything was fine.
So you had the property under contract and you didn't know how to assign it, so you just sold him the LLC because you didn't know how to assign it because it was an REO.
Exactly. Basically. I mean, there's a way, of course, that I've known that you can't just assign it because the bank will say no. So, what I did is I put an LLC, which you sell the LLC to the investor, and hey, he's got the property with just a one closing. I don't want to do a transactional funding on deals on a few $1,000s. So you have a lot of charges. But I learned a lot. I mean, we did the transaction on it. We went on to close. The closing was like 5 minutes long. We signed everything else, and the house is set. So we made a couple of grand on the place, which is not bad for my first deal with not much knowledge. I didn't even have a business card. Straight from Zillow. I didn't have any marketing on the. Well, I did marketing. I did also want to give credit to I just lost his name. Anthony Kuski as well, because he also tried to help me out. I also had him help from Augie Bylet as well. I want to thank him as well because, of course, it was my first place. I was nervous on it. Juan went to see it on Thursday. And by Friday afternoon, I have to say, I reached my inspection period. I had to get it back. So it was like a last-minute deal.
It was really last minute because you said you didn't even have a buyer until you ran into Juan, which is 2 days short of you losing your deposit, right?
Exactly. So it was great. We went through it. And, I mean, just learning because now I know all the processes. Now I learn a lot of tons now. So next deal is just going to get easier and easier. So, and now, of course, you know what to look for in the next deal. So. But
How
it was
many
great. It was a
people
great
look
experience.
for deals on Zillow?
Not many. I said, well, what the heck? But I did. I found it, and I went to see it, and hey, the guy's like, I got to get the contract on Monday because the bank wants us. I said, okay, perfect. Let's fill the contract. I said, well, let's do $1,500 less. The bank already dropped the price $8,000. I did some ARV on it and all that. So I said, well, even if you're up to in the property about $50,000, you're still going to be making a great ROI on your money because that thing's going to rent. Even without a Section 8, you can rent it $900,000, $900,000 a month. Plus, it's got a separate garage, which while we're doing the rehab, there's a guy in the neighborhood who wants to rent it and put his boat in. So Juan's already thinking about renting that place out. I did an estimate of about $65,000. Unfortunately, that area, Kissimmee, doesn't see a lot of properties for sale. There's actually a place I just got on the market 2 weeks ago that's selling for $92,000. It's basically the house basically across from the back of it. So it's basically a 3-to-1. So I think just because location-wise properties are pretty much in demand, there's just not much ARVs to go or basically a lot of properties you can look at to do comps. Everything is mostly like half a mile away. So.
Okay. Any other questions?
I just got on the contract. When I just got on the contract, and instead of my personal name, I put it on LLC.
Okay. Did you sell a false corporation?
Yeah, I sold the LLC, all my membership rights to him.
You didn't have to take it out or anything?
Not at all. Nope. Basically,
All right.
the HOD was done under the LLC under his name now because everything got transferred to his name.
Thanks,
and he was able to
Pedro.
close it. Yes, ma'am.
Thank
In
you, Pedro. Give
appreciation.
Pedro a hand. Thank you.
Go ahead, you can clap.
Give Pedro a hand.
Thank you.